If you've ever wondered what punk as fuck is, then I've got the movie for you, and not punk AF, because punk doesn't say AF, they say as fuck! Is brought to us by director Adam Reamer and stars Emily Skaggs and Kyle Gallner. We follow two outcast loners in what appears to be the mid-90s, though it never 100% specifies when the movie takes place. Patty, played by Emily Skaggs, and Simon, played by Kyle Gallner. Now, Patty is definitely a bit different. She's not like other girls, and her family absolutely treats her this way. They, and pretty much everyone else in the world, treat her like she's a small child. They act as if she can't take care of herself. And admittedly, she is a bit odd and out there at times. Now, unbeknownst to her family or anyone else, Patty has a deep love for punk rock. So much so that she will blast the music of her favorite band, start getting herself all worked up, and then have her way with herself, and right there at the end, take her Polaroid camera and take pictures of it. Then, she will take said pictures, write love letters to the lead of her favorite punk rock band, and mail them off. I did say that Patty was a bit different. Now, Patty as a whole has a very childlike innocence, and I think a lot of this comes down to the fact that she's been very sheltered her entire life. Is there something wrong with Patty, or is it that she's just been so sheltered her entire life and told that something was wrong that this is how she's ended up? Now, on the other side of things, we have Simon, a take no shit, I give no fucks about anything in the world, sometimes drug dealer, and grifter who is constantly going from place to place that really doesn't have a home. Simon is an angry individual, but there's also a lot more to Simon that we don't know from the jump. And the movie really kicks off in its second act when these two come together and we see their story start to unfold. From here, we get a story of two very seemingly different individuals that come together to complete each other. This is like some kind of twisted punk rock rated R Napoleon Dynamite with a really surprisingly sweet love story at its center. But it's none of that fake, sappy, bullshit love story stuff. As I said in the beginning, this movie's punk as fuck, and that goes for the love story as well. And not in the Sid and Nancy kind of way, because that was just fucked up. No, this was surprisingly one of the most real, heartfelt love stories, if you will, that I've experienced in quite a while. The movie's quirky, funny as hell, really out there, and brash. But I loved every fucking minute of it. This movie was great, man. It is quirky and out there. It is funny as hell, and there is just so much heart, like so much more heart to this movie than I ever thought a movie like this was gonna have. There are some genuine, heartfelt moments that come out of nowhere that you just aren't expecting and really hit you hard. And I think a big part of it is because even amongst all the out there quirkiness in this movie, these sudden moments of pure, genuine emotion come up. Never does any of it seem fake, and even though what the characters are saying seems fairly simple, it's very profound at the same time. To see these two people that it seems like have gotten a pretty raw deal for a lot of the time find something so great and so beautiful is really inspiring. That and the movie is fucking funny as hell in a very dark comedic kind of way. I laughed my ass off in this movie from pretty much beginning to end. It has a great pace that never gets boring and has no lulls. I was entertained the entire time. This is absolutely one of the best movies I've seen this year. Now, while the movie's story does move things forward and does have some interesting twists and turns along the way, what really sells this movie is the characters, and not just our two main characters. Pretty much everybody in this movie is a character. And yeah, I know that every character in a movie is a fucking character, but I mean like in that Napoleon Dynamite kind of way. Everybody in this movie has kind of this quirky, kooky kind of way about them. Nobody's just like a background character. Everybody who comes on screen, there's something about them that stands out. That and the fantastic performances we got from Gallner and Skaggs are what really sell this movie and propel everything forward and keep you so invested. Every time a new character showed up on screen, I was excited to see what their thing was gonna be. But none of it ever takes away from Patty and Simon. They are still center stage here, and their character traits don't ever get old, and that is because they both evolve as the movie goes on, but they don't totally change as people. Now, I will say that in the first third of the film, I did worry that some of these characters would start to wear a bit bit thin due to how mean-spirited some of them were. Mean-spirited in a dark comedy can work, but when you have too much of it, a character can become extremely unlikable. But thankfully the filmmakers knew that, and partway through the film they ended up injecting more into these characters that were mean-spirited to give them something else for us to latch onto. They were no longer mean-spirited characters, plus they did evolve from there. And what mean-spirited characters we did have that didn't evolve, don't worry, they get theirs. Overall, the narrative and performances are what absolutely propelled this thing forward, and everyone here did a fucking phenomenal job. Also, I forgot to mention the music. There is some awesome tracks here. Even if punk rock is not your thing, I bet there's some tracks that they include here that you're gonna like. Due to spoilers, I don't want to really get into why this happens, but there is some music that is made in the movie, and you're just not expecting it to come out the way it does. But much like the rest of the movie being so unexpected, when this unexpected gem comes out, I'm just like, holy shit, can I get more of that? There's not really any more of it in the movie, but can I just get the soundtrack that is going to happen due to these people making this music? The music they made right here. Can I get that? I want more of that, please. Just some great music all around, and it's absolutely worth checking out. Guys, Dinner in America was fucking awesome. I love this movie. It is, as I said a few minutes ago, absolutely one of the best movies I've seen this year. It is rare for me to want to go back and watch a movie right after I just watched it, but this one I absolutely want to. This is one of the funniest, most creative, and surprisingly most heartfelt movies I have seen in a really long time. Gowner and Skeggs did a phenomenal job in this movie, but so did everybody else. This movie just has some fantastically written characters. The story coupled with these performances really hits you in the feels, and you're just not expecting that. This is genuinely one of the most feel-good, likable films to come out in quite a while, and considering how the movie starts, you're just not expecting it. But it really is. This movie just left a huge smile on my face, and I felt so great once the credits started to roll. There's really not much, if any, negatives I can point at when it comes to this film. It's just that good. This movie was fucking fantastic. And what it also is absolutely, without a doubt, a unicorn. This movie was great. I just had a wonderful time with it, and it just filled me with such a great feeling. I honestly can't wait to watch it again. So if you're looking for a movie that you're not expecting to, but is going to make you feel great and laugh your ass off the entire time, then check out Dinner in America one night, and I almost guarantee that you're gonna have a great time with it. So there it is, guys, my review of Dinner in America. If you enjoyed and want more content like this, hit that subscribe button and help my little channel grow. If you want to help out the channel, check out my Patreon in the description below and become a jarhead and get some of the awesome benefits that go along with that, like these guys. If you liked what I had to say, give me a like. If not, let me know in the comments below why. And as always, stay sexy, Flint.
Do you think I'm weird?
Oh yeah, no, you're fucking weird.
Well, is weird cool?
In your case, no.
Now there's a part in the film where one of our younger male characters goes to dinner with another female character's family. And at one point in the evening, the mother of the female character goes off to the side and tries to get with the young man. And I just wanted to say, while they do play this for laughs, this kind of shit actually does happen, probably more than you think. I know because I had a friend when I was younger whose mom actually did this with another one of our friends. Yeah, it's just as weird as it sounds, and the weirder thing is that it became common knowledge amongst all of our friends. And the even weirder part of all of it is at one point in time, she even made an advance towards me. But no, I did not partake in that said fun. Now, not that I was some pillar of the community at the time, but it just didn't seem quite right to me. My point is, watch your kids, because this kind of shit does happen quite a bit more often than you would think. And it was back in the 90s when it happened to me too. The parallels.